Hey guys, Ezra here, and before this video start, I want to let you guys know that I have a second channel now called Ezra Review. You guys can check the link in the description below, guys, because on that second channel, I will be doing movie reviews and game reviews, specifically the story and the character of the game. So if you guys are interested for my review on that subject, then you guys can go ahead and click the link in the description below, guys, and yeah, subscribe to Ezra Review, ring the notification bell, because I think I will be doing more movie reviews and maybe game story reviews in the future, because I think the EzraTime channel is going to be focusing more on reaction videos compared to reviews, so if you guys are interested to see my reviews, then go ahead and subscribe to my second channel. So yeah, anyway, head on to the video. Hey guys, Ezra Time here, and welcome back to another reaction videos. And on today's video, I want to react to the Whitesnake 3 trailer. Now this is like there is an English subtitle on this channel, but specifically on the, well, I guess the closed caption subtitle for this video specifically. So it's not necessarily the official English translation, but I think it's gonna be close enough, right? But either way, I think the whole point of this video is that I want to see what I guess I kind of know what kind of movie that I was expecting for the third Whitesnake movie, because they are adapting the original story again, but maybe putting their own twist on it, And I was actually waiting to see the English trailer, eventually drop, but I feel like there is no update to that, so I thought that, well, someone did like a fan subtitle for the trailer, so I might as well watch it right now, because I don't think that the dialogue probably doesn't matter that much for me, because like again, I know what the movie are adapting, for the story. But nevertheless, I was pretty excited for this movie, because I was a big fan of the first Whitesnake movie, and this movie feels like the true sequel to the first movie, and I don't really like the Green Snake movie, I'll be honest, because I know there's some people who likes the Green Snake movie, and that's fine. But that movie is just not for me, man. It doesn't feel like it belongs to the Whitesnake universe in a way, even though it stars Xiaqing, So either way, without further ado, let's start this trailer, shall we? And also, there's gonna be a breakdown later on, so I guess stay tuned for that.
无论他在世间何处，君不见。
姑娘，
Oh
你的灯拆
man,
掉了。
exactly continuation for the first movie. This is what people I wanted, by the way, not the second movie, to be honest.
谢谢官人。
Okay, Shen looks a bit different, but not that different.
因为我记得。
Oh yeah, okay. I absolutely love this already. Okay, some callback to the first movie, I love it.
白娘子，天地鬼神为
Bai She, okay.
就算
Her name changed several times, but it's still the same. Ah, Fahai. And the Fox Demon, damn.
要如何
They just show her immediately. Hey, we finally seeing Fahai being the villain. Thank God for that. Oh, okay. She transformed to the giant mantail fox.
值得吗？值得。
God damn it, man. Okay, I absolutely love
这个来历不明的女
the
子
action in
这
it.
个
Oh,
来历
hang
不
on.
明的妹妹，
我觉得他们在通过我。
Okay, sure, buddy. I think this is like the Su Xian's brother, I think, in the end. I think he's gonna be the comedic relief character. But yeah, that was a good trailer, man. Again, I know that this movie will be adapting the original story, so I think we're gonna go to the trailer, bit by bit, I guess, like explaining my reviews and thoughts on it, and especially my thoughts on how this movie will end, and I think that's gonna be the most the part that I was like, a bit more worried about the ending of this movie, and not necessarily the whole movie, because I think I'm going to love the whole movie, because I love the original Whitesnake story, and I feel like they are adapting this, and it was a sequel to the first one, which I love. So I think I'm going to love this entire movie except maybe the ending, which I'm gonna explain that later, you know. But before that, let's just check the trailer again, you know. I guess like breaking down the trailer. So in the beginning, we see Xiao Bai and Xian obviously in the boat, you know, and I think this is Xiaqing in the background here. And I gotta be honest, man, I feel so bad for Xiaqing because like I feel like she deserved her own love interest, you know, because in the original story, Xiaqing was actually a man before she transformed into a woman and becomes Xiao Bai's sister, you know, because again, that's how the original story goes, you know. I don't know if it was the same for this movie, you know, because there are several versions of the story, you know, so maybe they have their own version in this movie, or maybe they're gonna like respecting the original source material where Xiaoqing was actually a man before she transformed into a woman, but we have no idea, you know. So either way, I kind of feel bad for her, you know, because like these two are being lovey-dovey, and then you get Xiaoqing here in the background being alone. Like I kind of feel bad for her, man. I feel like she deserves her own man in the future or woman, who knows. Love interest essentially. So again, I don't exactly know if this song that Xiao Bai Xing is actually from the old TV series, because there is many songs, man, in the whitesnake universe, you know. So I don't exactly keeping up to date on every single one of them. So we got the bridge scenes, you know, which is like the ending of the first movie, but this time we see Xiao Bai's reaction. So I think she actually dropping that hairpin, like deliberately dropping that hairpin, you know, so Shushan can pick that, because I think she knows that, well, this is Shushan, you know, like she felt that. I mean, he's not looking that different from his original face, you know. There's different changes obviously, but she kind of sorry, not she, he kind of looks the same. So that's really nice. We also got a callback shot to the first movie, you know, because like in the first movie we got this similar shot where Susha suddenly like getting too close to Xiaobai, you know. I think they were in the forest, I think, but now they were in the boat and Xiaobai is holding his hand. So it's a nice, you know, update to the scenes, you know. It's also like a nice callback, and it feels like, yeah, these trailers are specifically designed to letting the viewers know that, hey, we are actually doing a sequel to the first movie, you know, because the Green Snake movie is actually a sequel to White Snake 3, but obviously like it's not exactly the story that everyone are expecting, you know, including myself. And back in the day I was like sort of giving it a pass, you know, but now I'm just like, I'm so glad they're actually adapting the original story again, because they could like put their own spin to the story itself, you know. So it's nice to see Xiaobai being the main character again, because she was so lacking in the second movie. Like she was there, but as a different person, you know, because she got reincarnated many different times on many different, you know, dynasty or timeline, you know. So I much prefer this Xiaobai, you know, the real Xiaobai, not the fake reincarnation version of Xiaobai, because I do not like that version, if I'm being honest. It is new, but I don't like that, you know. So it's nice to see her again being the main character, and Sean finally came back, because he was like super missing in the second movie. I feel like they completely disrespect him in the second movie, in my opinion, which is like, I'm so glad that in the third movie we are focusing back on these two characters again, because that's what many people wanted to see, you know. And we got a call back to the first scene from the first movie, obviously, you know, where we see Sean and Xiaobai are flying, you know. But this time again, it's like all of them are like an updated version of the scenes, you know, which I quite love, you know, because it works because it's like a parallel to the previous story, because like the previous story took place 500 years later, you know. So it's like an event repeating itself in a way, but I guess it's much more bigger this time around. Um, yeah, so Xiaobei called himself Bai Niang Qi, you know, which I think there is several different variation to her name, you know. I think the most famous one besides Xiaobai is actually Bai Sushen. I think that's like the name that I was most familiar with her. But I think now it's just turned to Bai Niang Qi, you know, which I don't exactly know why they changed that, but I think it just will lead to the same meaning, which like she's the white snake. You know, that's the same meaning, I guess. You know, all the ghost gods or heaven are witness. So I think, yeah, they are basically defying the rules of like, I guess, how human and demon weren't supposed to be married. You know, because that's how the story of white snake goes. You know, So I think that's gonna be the main theme of the movie, obviously. And yeah, Xiaobai and Sushan in the boat again being lovey-dovey, and you guys Xiaqing here in the back again being alone. And honestly, I feel bad for her. Again, like I said before, she deserves her own love interest. Like come on, man. I know she loves Xiaobai. I get it. They try to respect that source material, but at the same time, I think it's time for Xiaoqing to experience, her own love story. I thought they're going to do that in the second movie, but not really because her love story in that movie is actually Xiao by herself. So that doesn't count in my opinion. But anyway, yeah, she's alone here in the back again. Like kind of feel bad for her. And we see Xiaobai and yeah, this is Xiaoqing, I think. Yeah, I think that's Xiaoqing. And I think this is I guess this is Xiaoqing's like a green snake projection or like magic in a way, because we see this form before in the green snake movie, so I think she's using it here. And I think this is Xiaoqing's dialogue where even if you had him find him back, how long can your relationship last? Which like again, I'm really hoping that Xiaoqing was actually much more supportive in this movie, but I feel like we already see the second movie, so I think we all know how all this story will eventually let up, because I think Xiaoqing in the beginning are going to be like really supporting her sister, really loving Sushan in a way, and maybe like his brother as well. If you guys see the previous clip that was released, there is a scene between Sushan and then his brother and Xiaoqing just like laughing, which is like super bizarre, seeing Xiaoqing like like smiling and laughing and being happy, but that's like the version of Xiaoqing that we are going to get in this movie. But I think as the movie progresses, she's gonna be much more antagonized towards Sushan, which is what happened in the beginning of the Green Snake movie, where Xiaoqing basically accusing Sushan multiple times that you are hurting my sister feeling, if you guys remember that scene from the second movie. So I think it's gonna lead up directly to that. And I don't particularly like that, to be honest. It's just like, I wish Xiaoqing could just be extremely supportive to her sister the entire movie, but I don't think that's going to happen because the second movie, And we finally see Fahai, thank God, because Fahai was like the big villain in the white snake story, And sure, there is a different version of Fahai, where Fahai back there is like two different versions. I think the first one is like the evil Fahai, where it's like he's trying to destroy every single demon, because like every single demon are obviously bad, according to his vision anyway. And then the second version of Fahai is actually the misunderstood version of him, where like he thinks that demons are all bad, but eventually like the relationship between Xiaobai and Sushan convinces him that, oh no, like not all demons are bad, But I feel like since the second movie are releasing are already released back in 2021, we already know that this version of Fahai is gonna be the villain version, where he's going to try to destroy Xiaobai and Sushan relationship, just like the original story. Which finally, because Fahai in the second movie is so underused, because like he's there in the beginning of the movie and then he's just gone until like the near the third act of the movie, where Xiaoqing fight him and eventually defeat him in the most lamest way possible, because it's just a bunch of montage where Xiaoqing entered a portal, like she basically used her green snake magic and then tried to defeat Fahai multiple times until Fahai gets old, and then that's how he gets defeated, because he gets old, like surely it was implied that it was the battle happens for like maybe but like several years into the future until Fahai become old, and that's how Fahai was defeated by Xiaoqing, And it was super disappointing to see the main villain of the White Snake story handled that way in Green Snake movie, So it's nice to see him in this movie actually as the bad guy for the entire movie. Again, we all know that he's not gonna be defeated in this movie because the second movie exists, So God, But either way, it's nice to see him as the full-on villain here. But moving on, we got the Fox Demon. Obviously, every single White Snake trailer, in my opinion, I feel like the hype version is actually her showing up. It seems like she's getting a different clothes, like a fan here. So that's really nice, So I think in this movie, I think this is Sean, I think, which is like the oh yeah, I remember the plot for the original story. Again, I'm not gonna spoil the entire thing, but I think there is some story where Xiaobai basically messed up, and did something terrible to Sushan. Again, not intentionally, but like she messed up, and then she is actually going to a mission to basically discover or like find an item to basically help her husband, so I think that's what's happening here because Sushan was like seemingly passed out, um, and actually we see the fox demon are helping Xiaobai, which is kind of like the first movie where she helps like Sushan, and in the second movie where she helps Xiaqing, and again, I don't really like the second movie, but I think the fox demon are the best part of that second movie, because like again, she has way more screen time, she actually has way more emotion besides like being cute and sassy the entire time, but no, she gets angry, in that second movie, so I like that a lot. So it's nice to see her again in the third movie, keeping the tradition in a way. Hopefully we get to see like her own solo movie soon, but I guess we'll see about that. Yeah, how can a different race gets married together, which is like, yeah, I mean, that's the main conflict, man, for the third movie here, which is kind of similar to the first one. um we get to see Fahai again here being the villain. Nice, really cool. um I think this is the line by Fahai, right? All the demons in the world must be destroyed, which is like, yeah, this is the villain version of Fahai, that all demons are bad, they must be destroyed, which is like, okay, we finally seeing the full version here in the third movie because my god, man. I don't like how they handle Fahai in the second movie. I don't. And after that, we get to see, I mean, more shot of Fahai, and we get to see Xiaobai here getting, yeah, this item right here. I don't know exactly what this is, but she needs to get this specific item to help her husband, and that's gonna be like the one of the big part of this movie, so that's really cool. And also, what's really cool is that we get to see Xiaobai in this snake demon form again, fighting something, fighting an enemy. Because in the second movie, that was extremely lacking because once Xiaoqing gets transferred into like the Ashura city, she lost her power. So the fight scene in that movie is like, sure, it could be fun and visually could be interesting, but it's not, again, it's not unique, it's not memorable because it seems like just a normal guys and girls just like using guns and using cars just to fight each other, and this is not fun for me, man, so the action in the first movie was so memorable because like we get to see Xiaobai and Xiaoqing in this snake demon form fighting I think a monk, right, where they both team up to fight like a monk with this like three-headed bird in a way. Like that fight scene was incredible, I'm so glad they actually bring this form back, because like we are getting the action sequences with the snake demon form, which I really really love in the first movie, and I cannot wait to see what kind of action sequence they are have in store in the third movie, which I'm pretty sure is gonna be way bigger than the first one, hopefully, right? So I think that's gonna be awesome, finally seeing the snake demon form again, because again, they are absent in the second movie, which is really weird, like there is an explanation, I get that, but I just think it's just like it's super weird that the second movie are part of the whitesnake story, but it doesn't feel like a part of the whitesnake universe, at least for me. And this is interesting. We see Shushan in underwater, which is okay, and then we see the giant nine-tailed fox demon here, which again she transformed in the second movie, where she has 8 tail because like the nine tail was like kept by some creature under the lake, which we haven't discovered what kind of creature it is, under the lake there, under the bridge, so who knows, maybe we finally gonna find out that was what actually is the creature under that lake there, because I think that has to be important, right, because they're teasing that twice now on on both movies, so yeah, that's really exciting to see this version of the fox demon again. That's really cool. We had cultivating immortals for hundreds of years. It was interrupted because of him now. So this line right here was pretty interesting for me because I don't think this is like part of the original Whitesnake story. I think this is their own plot invention for Whitesnake 3, which I think is quite exciting. So it seems like because of Sushan, there is some problem with cultivating immortals, So I think there is a problem with maybe reincarnation in a way because of him, which is okay. That's a pretty interesting plot, which I think might serve for like an extra. How do I say? It's like an extra mission for Fahai, you know, because Fahai wants to destroy the relationship between Sushan and Xiaobai because it was forbidden. But this problem right here might be again another reason for Fahai to destroy this relationship because he's just like destroying everything now or something like that, right? Which is like, damn man, just make Sushan and Xiaobai be happy for once, man. Come on, you know. But yeah, after that, yeah, more snake demon form again, amazing. I'm so glad this form is back, you know. And then this is also interesting. We see this giant snake here, so there's gonna be another snake demon out there, and we see Shushan saving Xiaobai's life here. So I think maybe this is like what's going to happen eventually to to Shushan, where she saved Xiaobai and eventually I think Shushan got bitten and maybe got poison, and that's where Xiaobai is going to a mission to find this specific item, you know, where she has to find that to help her husband. Maybe this is like the scene leading up to that, you know. So I think that's quite interesting. We see Xiaqing again. Oh, and yep, that's Xiaobai. Yeah, this is the item that I'm talking about. Seems like a root, maybe. Seems like that, you know. We see Xiaqing again being badass, you know. We see a wave, which is a callback to the second movie, in the beginning of the second movie, where Xiaobai and Xiaqing are creating this giant wave to stop Fahai. So I think this might be like a reference to that, you know. I don't think this is going to be the ending of the movie, you know, but it's gonna happen in the middle of the movie, which is gonna be like a foreshadowing to, you know, the ending, because we see several people are surfing in this wave right here. So I think this is gonna be another cool action sequence, you know. But yeah, after that, I mean, yeah, again, Xiaobai in the snake demon form again. This is exciting because I really, really love this. Seems like she's fighting a bunch of birds, you know, which is like kind of reminding of the first movie in a way, and that's really cool that she's holding two swords here, you know. So not only she's fighting with a sword, but also fighting with using the snake demon form. So you know the action sequences is going to be much more unique compared to the second movie, because again the second movie is just like a bunch of guys using guns. Even though they're gods and demons, they lost their power, so they're just normal humans. So it's not interesting, the action, you know. So I think the action in this movie is gonna be way more interesting, just like the first movie, and that's so exciting, man. Finally, right? That's really cool. And yeah, I love this line right here. You know, an untold beautiful girl and her beautiful sister came here, and you know they must. I think their secret plan comes for me. Like, yeah, sure, bro, sure, man, sure. I was Sean was like, what? You know, I like the brother character already. You know, because I think she's gonna be sorry, he's gonna be like a comedic relief of the movie, you know, which I quite like. But this line right here, where it's like they like he was so unhinged to the point that he thinks that Xiaobai and Xiaoqing are both coming for him, you know, like they both actually going to confess to him at some point. Which I love that idea already, you know. I think it's gonna be a super fun you know, moments for the movie. You know, I cannot wait to see him getting shot down by both Xiaobai and Xiaoqing. You know, that's gonna be super hilarious to see that coming, you know. Because obviously Xiaobai and Susha is gonna be together, but it's gonna be hilarious to see this guy are trying to you know, trying to basically take Xiaobai away from Shushan, you know, because again he was so you know, overconfident in a way. But I think that's gonna lead to an incredibly to a funny scenes, you know, which I really, really kind of wait for that. So yeah, this is an exciting trailer overall, you know. And yeah, I think for the ending of this movie, you know, because again, I want to talk about this because I think the ending of this movie is gonna be leading up directly to the Green Snake movie, which I don't particularly love. I know that some people like Green Snake movie, and that's fine, but that movie is just not for me, man. It's just too complex for its own good, and it's trying so hard to do something incredibly new to the Whitesnake franchise, and it ending up not being a Whitesnake franchise. It feels so different. It feels like Mad Max in a way, you know. And Mad Max is a good movie, I know, but it's like you are making a Whitesnake movie, and I feel like Whitesnake movie shouldn't feel like a Mad Max movie, you know, where like nothing must happen here. There is no magic, there is no god's power, there is no demon power or snake demon fighting scenes, you know, like it was completely absent in the second movie, which that's why I don't particularly love that second movie, you know. It was so uninteresting and so complex for no reason at all. And Xiaqing was not that great in the movie, if I'm being honest here. So it's nice again, Xiao Bai being the main character again. Thank God for that. I'm really hoping that the filmmaker was able to create a brand new ending that will surprise me and everybody else, because again, remember guys, I know this movie is titled White Snake 3, but this movie took place before the Green Snake movie, which is the second movie. So this movie is a prequel to Green Snake, so I think the ending logically is going to lead up directly to the event of the Green Snake movie, which I'm really hoping that the filmmaker can create a brand new ending, a brand new twist that will surprise everybody, that will surprise me also, because I think that was way more exciting, because I was wishing for a happy ending between Xiaobai and Sushan, but if you read the original storyline and if you see the Green Snake movie, you already know how this movie is going to end, so it's like the ending of this movie is not that exciting, because you already seen that. So I'm really hoping there is a brand new ending for this movie. Again, this is my opinion, so again, let me know in the comment section below, guys. Like, do you guys want a brand new ending for White Snake 3, or are you guys completely fine with an ending leading directly to the Green Snake movie? So let me know which ending are you guys prefer, in the comment section below, because I would love to hear your guys' opinions on that. And what do you guys think about the White Snake 3 trailer? Are you guys excited? Because this is like the sequel that everybody wanted to see, like including myself, like back in the past I was sort of giving it a pass, exactly adapting the original White Snake story again, because like their main goal in the first movie are trying to do something new for the White Snake franchise, because the original story has been adapted multiple times, so they try to do something new, which is why like the Green Snake movie, when I first announced, I was like, okay, fine, like I understand why they didn't do the original story again, because again, it's been adapted so many times, but now they are doing it again, which is kind of weird for me, because like if you're planning to doing this in the first place, then why didn't you just do this movie first and then the Green Snake movie afterwards? Because like that just make the most sense, man, because now it's like how the movie is going to end, right? Unless they create a brand new ending, which I highly doubt they're going to do that. And it kind of makes me think that the White Snake 3 movie was created because of maybe people don't exactly love the second movie, and that's why they decided to go back to basic, which is adapting Sushan and Xiaobai's story again. But yeah, either way, guys, let me know your opinions in the comment section below. What do you guys think about this trailer right here? Are you guys excited? Do you guys have your own theory for the story? Let me know in the comment section below, guys. And if you guys enjoyed this reaction video, then make sure guys, bite that subscribe and like button, guys. Share the videos, the usual stuff. Stay tuned for more videos in the future. I did plan to maybe did like a review for the first White Snake movie and the second White Snake movie, because I think back in the day my review wasn't that good, so I plan to do like a basically revisit the movie again and do a review again on my second channel. So again, subscribe to my second channel if you haven't already. The link is in the description below, guys. And yeah, either way, stay tuned for more videos in the future. And again, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next one then. Bye.